They're fluffy and cute, and they have rabies, and they're tricksters. My goodness gracious, Wibby, how can you be a part of this raccoon agenda? And they're really smart. So are ravens and crows. In all honesty, I am more of a fan of ravens and crows than I have ever been with raccoons. And that is just a case in point, because they're burbs, and burbs are really funny sometimes, especially raccoons. Raccoons are strong too, and very protective of their babies. That's kind of the other reason why I don't want to like be around a raccoon, because I feel like they're too overprotective. Like they straight up will cut me just because like I happen to look at them the wrong way. Kind of like, all right, you know what? Whatever, man. It's just one of those animals that I just don't see the appeal of meeting them, you know, in live person. Have I ever seen a magpie? No. I don't know what that is. I imagine it's a bird, though. Oh, Acre That's kind of surprising that you just come out to say I hate raccoons. But hey, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Jeez. Just come out and say it. Like, legit, you actually did. That was legitimate. What happened? Alright, what we got here? I know I'm trying to go, like, through the desert area to do something, but what? I don't know. I had to bungee my garbage cans because of them. Well, that makes sense. Also, hellcrabs, get out of here. God dang it. You know what's another thing too, is that I actually really don't mind crabs. I really don't mind crabs or lobsters when it comes to, like, looking at them. Because, like, oddly enough, lobsters are part of the, what is it? The cockroach family. They used to actually be a poor man's meal. Lobster used to be. And then rich people got a hold of it and go like, hey, you know what? This actually tastes really good. So we're going to make it more expensive. But because, you know, lobsters are still being fished by poor people, it went to a sort of weird thing where it's kind of expensive. It's one of the least expensive, most expensive things. You feel me? Like, that's what I feel like it left off on. But for the most part, cockroaches are cockroaches, and are disgusting. I don't like them. Blech. I got a bunch of them in my other house that I live in. It's not like cockroach infested or anything. Like, please don't get me wrong on that. I just every now and again I see a cockroach and completely go like, ugh. Recently I started developing a habit of asking my uncle to get rid of them, because I really don't like cockroaches, man. They're so ugly looking. Lobsters freak me out, so do crabs. Really now? That's surprising. They steal shiny things and eat other birds' eggs. Oh, those are what magpies are. A magpie is a bird version of a raccoon. Oh, okay. Well, I know ravens and crows kind of do that too. Also, why can't hellcrabs just die? God dang it, dude. But anyway, my point being is that both lobsters and, God dang it, no. God dang it, no. God dang it. Guys, I really hate these hellcrabs. They're really hard to get rid of, aside from the, you know, like, the bang thing. Gotta go back. Now the other one's dying. I'm just glad that, I got Hema to have returned. But, yeah, lobsters and crabs, they have this weird sort of, like, leg thing that I don't like. And I will say that if I look at lobsters or crabs for too long, or, like, at their underbellies or anything, I get really creeped out. It's the moving of a lot of legs that creep me out the most when it comes to bugs. And spiders always move really weird with their legs, and it makes me very unnerved whenever I see them. So that's one of the reasons why I really don't like them, and I don't like seeing them in motion, or like just like watching them. And that's part of the phobia, I suppose. Regardless to say, I'm very much a person that just I'm just a bit surprised that I could watch a lobster, I could watch a crab. In fact, I find some crabs kind of cute because they'll like get like a knife or something, or like they'll get like a cigarette and they'll start acting like people. I'm just like, ah, that crab's acting like a people. Get out of here, crab. Get out of here. Crab people. Oh my god. Crab people. Crab people. Look like people. Act like crab. I love that stupid South Park joke so much. Just to go off a little tangent here, The South Park creators actually made crab people because they kept getting suggested that as a solution to their storyboards. Like, what should happen now? What should happen now? And everyone would constantly suggest crab people. Like, it was just an ongoing joke until one time they legitimately did not have an answer for it. So they just settled with crab people. And it was the stupidest thing ever. What a story, Lost. I know, right? Jeez, Swibby. Don't patronize me. Don't patronize me! There should be a magpie Pokemon, to be honest. I think they're making one in Olaha? Olola. I know it's supposed to be pronounced in a Hawaiian dialect, or rather in Pidgin. No, I would say Hawaiian dialect more than anything else. Alola. So it's very hard for me to say oddly enough, because I'm thinking Aloha, but it's not Aloha, it's Alola. So it's like, oh, why are you there? It just gets me. But I think that one, the first burb that we've ever saw as like one of the first Gen 7 Pokemon, I think they're also based on a Pokemans, that they're based off the magpies. I mean, I never seen a magpie, but like they have like big beaks, right, or something? Or am I just thinking of pelicans? I might just be thinking of pelicans. No, a toucan! I'm thinking of a toucan. Alola, like aloha, yeah. Which, it angers me to this very day that it's that way. Because I'll be wanting to say this and that all over the place. And I will probably be getting a muck in that game. And I used to really hate its design, the new Alola muck. Because Alola muck and Grimer have a yellow thing in it. I'm kind of like, why the hell does it have yellow? That does not make a good color scheme at all. Get out of here. And it looks ugly. And then there's like, oh, they're based on oil spills. And I'm like, okay, so why couldn't they make it more oil spilly? Because the yellow is like separated entirely from other colors. And if you see an oil spill, it kind of like mixes in. And I'm just kind of like, ugh. Because it could have been better. But whatever. Either way, I'm calling Muck a Mahalo. For all you mainlanders out there that don't know, a Mahalo means trash can. I learned that when I was in Hawaii. Or as we natives like to call it, Oahu. I'm sorry, it's a really dumb joke. I like to say every now and again. It's a very, very, very dumb joke. These stupid caterpillars. At least they're better than the hell crabs. Anyway, my point being, I like crabs whenever they act like a human. And they have like a knife, and like they're just like hanging out with a knife going like, hey, what's up? I got a knife. Arr. Like no other animal like really like picks up a weapon like that, aside from raccoons and chimpanzees. But I don't like those ones. Because they're too sentient. They're too sentient. When a crab picks it up, I feel like the crab doesn't understand anything about the weapon whatsoever, aside from, hey, I can pick this up with my claw. I'm gonna swing it around a bit. And just hope for the best. Oh god. I can't cast, can I? I think so. Oh god dang it. Oh, you're gonna be an ass about this, aren't you? It's gonna be an ass about this. I'm just gonna run. God dang it, dude. Please stop, stupid crab. How is one crab stopping this whole team of people? It's a crab! Out of here. For real. Like, everyone was put on silence, and everyone was just like, psh, it just wasn't gonna happen. Just wasn't gonna happen. I was playing Dragon Quest Builders last night. Two of my male NPCs started sleeping together. And there'll be none of that in my town. I assigned one of them to a private room. Oh! Talk about homophobia. homophobic, I suppose. What? Stupid Webby. No samesies in my town? Is that what you're declaring? Is that what you want, Webby? No samesies? By the way, samesies is easily one of the best ways to call anyone. Call any kind of gay sex activity. Samesies. Oh, pyramid. I finally found something. Okay. There we go. The female NPC was complaining about one of the men, so now I'm making them sleep in the same room. That'll teach her to complain. Now I'm starting to really want to play Dragon Quest Builders because of this. Because you can be a dictator to your own world. I imagine Minecraft is exactly like this, but I don't know, just hearing that in Dragon Quest Builders form. I just like Dragon Quest. I just do. Finally. I don't know what this place— oh! Well then, that was fast. Oh jeez, this is very creepy. Well, I faced the shadow thing before. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, that's the shadow right here, and that's the fork. Dude, whatever. Let's just hope for the best. No! But the spell did something. No! Oh! And she's the only one that can, like, really get out of places. Oh my god. Oh man. Why are they all over the place? Oh my god. We're getting wrecked hard. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh no, man. Please stop. Oh god. I'm so close to dying. On top of that, I barely— no! Why'd you just cast heal and you didn't heal? Heal yourself, dang it! What was that about? What? Oh. Well, I'm dead. Well, there's your answer, Fishbulb. God dang it. Oh, I got stuck in a little area. Not cool, brah! Dude. I'm just stuck to die. I don't think Minecraft even has NPCs. I think Minecraft does, but it's like just not to a great degree, as I recall. But you can like create your own private servers with Minecraft and all this and that, so it's just one of those things. Well, honestly that's all I could have hoped for. How could you die? Seriously? Oh my god, I died pretty easily, guy. Like for real. Leave me alone. Yeah, might as well record it. Alright, so we gotta go back to Ashlaham. And I assume I have to go to the pyramid. Like, what else is there to do around here? Aside from, like, do this little bit. Which I don't think is something that I can really do. Thankfully, these people aren't really so scary. So I got that to, like, not worry about. But you just said it was a great game. Yeah, that you hate. There's a difference. Jeez. Jeez, Webby, if you can't handle me at my diddliest, then you don't deserve me at my dangliest. I just love how these monkeys are exactly like the Dragon Ball Z monkeys. I know it's from the same designer and everything, it makes me laugh. It makes me so happy that it really is like this. I just took down Goku. He deserved it. Alright, I don't think there's like any armor that I could really get either. I just kind of have to power through that little area. Alright. I gotta do it, right? I don't like the crabs! No more crabs! I only like to deal with a crab, the one that smokes all the time and makes it look really cool. Cause in all honesty, I'm just gonna say this outright. Smoking is pretty cool, okay? I don't mean that in the sense that like condoning smoking or whatever. I just mean the literal act of going like taking a long drag. That's a really cool action. And why I wish they really had that bubblegum cigarettes, because those were super cool. You were so cool in the playground. Like in the mid 90s, you were the jammin'. You were jamming that. Yeah, this is coming from somebody that absolutely does not like cigarettes at all for a lot of reasons. But just like there's no harm in the actual act of smoking. This is probably the reason why people like vapes a lot. Because vaping has all the what you calls. Is it? No, yeah, nicotine is actually not harmful to us. It just makes us addicted to the harmful stuff. Yes, nicotine and one other thing, like I think flavors to it, and you get make cool little smoking effects, but it also makes you like a douche. That's what vaping does to you. Just a fact. Pipes and cigarettes are where it's at. Well, a pipe, I see it more as an old man's sort of a thing. Like where like they sit down on the pipe and lay you down some heavy wisdom. Going now boy, see here! Or whatever. Nicotine and MAOIs? Whatever. I got in trouble for eating bubblegum cigarettes. I wasn't pretending to smoke it, I was just eating it. That sounds like Libby's past story life. Those are the main psychoactive components of tobacco. Oh, okay. So that's what they are. Thank you, Gershafa, for the lesson there. But I am surprised that Flippy actually got freaking like this. Oh, okay. So the TV also somehow splits audio from a VGA connection without needing a Y adapter. Basically, the TV runs on magic. Dude, I'm surprised that Flippy got a magic TV. Here we're talking about Pluff the Magic Dragon. Just like, why can't they make something that like lets me blow smoke like a dragon, like in that one song about a dragon? Like honestly, like for real, who wouldn't want to actually like blow smoke? Like I don't get why people are like you can't talk about like the act of smoking being cool, because it is cool. Like there's nothing not cool about it. The not cool thing comes with the disease that happens with the cigarettes and the whole entire like I lost my lungs. That's the bad bit, and they should focus on that. But just like to outright state it's not cool, it's just like it's misinformation. You're teaching kids the wrong thing. It's like saying abstinence. No, what is it? Abstinence is cool. Abstinence is not cool. It's not. Get freaky, kids. I don't mean like freaky deaky and like I got a kid like when I'm 16. I mean just like experiment. You know, just be who you are. Also, whatever. Alright, let's see here. And the teacher said I was going to influence younger kids. Abstinence? Asbestos? No. Abstinence, as in like I'm not gonna have sex. That little wives' tale, where like if you have sex before you get married, you'll die of a troll eating you, or something like that. I forget how it goes. You know. So hellcrafts have a lot of HP that only magic gets through. This much I figured out. God, I hate hellcrafts. I hate them so much. No, I was trying to get him with the attack. Please, Merit. Thank you. Alright, this will do it. This will be fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright, cool. Sandwich promoted. Ooh, learn Infernus. What the heck is Infernus? That actually sounds really cool. Wow. Like legit, just like that's the thing that gets me the most about all these things. Absinthe is music software. Abstinence abstinent, ab abstinence, right? That's celibacy. I think that's the other word that's used. You know what I mean, right? The whole entire not having sex bit. I just always find it weird that, like, a lot of Christians nowadays are just kind of like, yeah, it's hip to be Christian and everything. Like, we got rock music and whatnot. It's kind of like, you don't get anywhere just by pretending to be something you're not, you know? That's just something that really irks me when it comes to this whole entire bit, you know? I really, really don't like phonies. Where they're, oh, a trick bag. Where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, everything's like all cool and everything. Like, we're super cool, we can do whatever we want. Like, I'm having a bunch of fun while not playing a good game type of situation. Which some people do. Do I do that? Nah. I just generally like playing games. That really is it. Like, all my all my happiness with games, all my anger with games, I try to make them as legitimate as possible. But I do have to speak up a bit sometimes, so if it ever sounds kind of phony, that's probably why. Just trying to speak up. Because my game's loud! God dang it, I forgot to get Hema. Hema need to do, like, the little bang thing. Oh, god dang it. No. Please get rid of Mummy. Okay, good. So we're actually pretty decent when it comes to facing these people right here. We just have to be at full health at all times. Otherwise, we will all die. So, I mean, we could do it at least. Also, has anybody noticed it hasn't frozen yet? I'm scared because it hasn't frozen yet. It makes me worry. Because it could happen at any moment. God dang. I really should not be mentioning it because I got scared. I'm getting startled. But the spell was contained. You can't do spells down here, can you? Can you? Great. Oh, jeez. I mean, I probably could do this. I'm really hoping that I can. But the spell is contained. Yet again, the spell is contained. So what's happening here? Why are spells being contained? That's so weird. Is there something stopping me? Lost is the free status in the game in this game? I don't think it is. Don't worry, it's coming. No! Don't! This game is legitimately fun when it's not freezing on me, so I don't want to see that happen. Okay, so... Can I heal now? Alright, good. So heal again. God dang it. Okay. Whew. So what's here? Alright, it's just like exactly like this. So don't hit the very tops, very bits. Also empty chest. What the hecky? God, that scares me. Oh god. Every day I'm scared. I'm scared I'll fall in. Ugh. I don't think my magic is actually sealed up top here. So we should be fine, but once we go down there, we're like pretty dang screwed. Like super duper grouper. I'm sorry I said it that way. Sometimes I just get filler words and it just kind of happens that way. I don't know what to tell you people. What the what? It's a canna box? What is this? Dark Souls? Jeez, game. No! God dang it. I didn't want to escape. I just wanted to fight the box. Samus dead! Samus, no! God dang it. I didn't want this to happen. Oh, man. thing. Let's try Ice thing. Did you see that Altair Chalet Plus is getting released in the US and in Europe? I knew about the Europe bit, but that was about it. Oh my god! They're all dying. Is this like an instant, like, just kill? Oh my god. What is with you? Why? I don't know. I don't know. Legit, it killed everybody. It killed everybody. The problem with black magic characters is that magic barely ever does much more damage than a melee character. Right? Like, that's my same thought, for being all honesty. There's no real reason to use magic, aside from the novelty that sometimes it will work better. The novelty. And that's what always gets me about that, is that it doesn't really work out too well. I feel like they should go Pokemon's route and have it as just like a special attack instead. And it doesn't cost as much, it's just a special attack. So it hits a different area. So there is, like, it's still like kind of like an MP thing, but it makes more sense that way to me, in all honesty. To where it doesn't really cost as much as it would for a melee character. Like, both melee characters and regular characters have to, like, spend their own amount on whatever special moves they do. So they have the regular, like, melee moves and whatever that they have, and then they have the extra special moves, which I feel is something that is far better in comparison to the standard magic and MP, like HP and MP bits and pieces, because MP automatically makes it so melee characters already have an advantage of just being able to do whatever they have to do without having to spend anything there. But if melee characters have their own little special, like, art skill or something like that, with MP, then it makes more sense. So they really should make it that way, you know? Like, I've always felt it should be like that. Knowing the enemy weakness gives you normal decent damage, but you have to use MP. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. So we're kind of on the same page as I'm speaking. So it's one of those things that just makes me go, like, if I have to use MP, make sure, like, I have enough ability to get MP back. And that's another thing that really makes me mad about Magic. Basically in Final Fantasy, because in Final Fantasy, MP is so hard to come by, and they're always super mean to you when it comes to getting MP back, especially in Final Fantasy IV. Getting elixirs and things like that is so expensive, and it makes no sense why I can't just, like, have the ability to get MP back if they want me to use magic. It's just legit one of those things. It's just like, why? Magic is not that powerful in Final Fantasy. It really isn't. It's as powerful as it is here in Dragon Quest, but in Dragon Quest, there's plenty of abilities to, like, make me get the MP back, and I don't have to worry so much about it. And there's this little Fwibbles. Oh my god. Pun. Name pun. That I see with Final Fantasy that I don't like, but I like with Dragon Quest. I know the little like things right there, but legit, it's one of those things that make me go like, this is why I like Dragon Quest more. It's more lighthearted, less about the magic system that goes with it. You don't really need to have this sort of how to say, like, I need to know the enemy's weakness at all times. You can just develop your own strategy and work with it. Okay, good. So Mira woke up. Please stop. God dang it. Magic is OP in Gradient 3 though. That's good to know. But you know what, another game that doesn't, now that I think about it, now I'm getting on this rant? Bravely Default. Bravely Default has magic being good in early game. And only in early game. Which is really weird. Because you don't have a lot of magic in early game. But legit, it's only good in early game, and then mid game it starts trailing off, and then it finally just is not good. Summons are good mid game, but then after that it trails off and again doesn't really work. The only things that are particularly, like, really great are special abilities that they have, and this is something that I think Bravely Default does well aside from its magic bits. Like, Bravely Default easily has one of the best combat systems I've ever seen in an RPG. And it's something that I want to see happen again in other Final Fantasy games because it reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest style as well as being far more optimized to a normal player. And what makes me really happy about it. But again, its magic is just bad. It's just really, really bad. And we're talking about like early game is like the first 2 chapters, I think, and that's it. Then after that, well, after you get the chapters 3 and 4 are actually mid game, and then 5 and 6 is considered to be the end. If you really do not get the end after 6, the first ending after Bravely Defaults, then it's kind of like, how did you not see it? Because like they make it pretty obvious for you after 6. So it just kind of like makes me go, But I do like Bravely Default's thing. It's pretty great. Like, I really love that narrative. I need to play Bravely Second. I hear both good and bad things about it. Mainly all the aesthetical things about it just don't work as much. But all the combat has become better, so it's like a Final Fantasy V situation where like all the basic things that like, oh, this is pretty, this is whatnot, doesn't really work, but the main basis of the game does. So that's why a lot of people love it. So I do want to play Bravely Second for that. That was also one of the reasons why I was like, this is JRPG 2016 because Bravely Second's coming out. And I haven't played it yet. I haven't got it yet. I had Dragon Quest 7 though. Which is another reason, because God, I love Dragon Quest. I don't know why too. On all accounts, I shouldn't like Dragon Quest. On all accounts. But I do. Here we are, right here. Me going like, woo! I don't know where I'm at. Dang it, dude. It's gonna be one of those dungeons. It is gonna be one of those dungeons. Not much left in 2016. I know, right? I'm kind of struggling to figure out what I want for 2017 to be. So far, I just have a little thing, but I'm not even sure if it works. What games are coming out in 2017 that really makes it like a theme-esque thing? Because I can't think of any. Like, there really isn't anything there to say, you know? The only thing I could think that 2017 has going for it in comparison to 2016 is the NX is going to be released. And it's kind of like, that's cool, but what else, you know? That's kind of it. End story.